Hello and welcome to August 4th on TLRY in play. Let's look at the chart. Okay, so we're still in the Doji Zone right there. Look, we're still in the Doji Zone. And then the Fibonacci retracement rules, it would go from the high to the low. And look, where is the 50%? We are right in that zone. We're now in the nice 50%. So is there panic time? Absolutely not. We're still sticking to the rules. We're going to go ahead and if we lose to one ratio. But the important part is that we have our contingency plan. What if? Let me go ahead and we'll talk about this in a minute. So let me go ahead and close that up. I want to put this on screen. Focus over here. What if we lose? We lose one ratio. That's all. And this is a non-loser, because it didn't owe us any money when we went in, so therefore it would end up with a new O. Look, the O is 0. So if we lose, over here, monitor, there we go. We are at 158%. 158% is $158, 44% right currently, and that's all it would do. So we end up adding. Maybe this might just stopped out where maybe it might get close to be a minus 200 or 210. If it happens, it happens. So we accept it and we go on. Now, if you're going to be a loss leader trader like I am, then you're going to have it on your list, and you're going to check it first before you go finding anything else on your list. And they'll go out of my loss leaders list, and they'll be in the loss column, on the owed column, and then the owed column it will be probably toward the top. There are approximately 75 or 80 loss leaders. No, this is alpha. There's 47. There's 47 to 48 loss leaders here in the alpha. So it'd just be a new loss leader if it happens, but it might not. Look, the dojis are ever struggling to hold on, and it hit the lower channel of my short term. This is my price channels. So this is my black is my short term, green is my midterm, and blue is my long term. And it hit the short term right there, and it's forming a support. There's another minor support here at the midterm, or the midterm right there. So there might be some more support here just before it will get tapped out, but who knows? The value lines, all the indicators are still in their sweet spot. They're in 40-40, good opportunity there. And it's still in the news. I just caught a glimpse that they're still talking about the stock, whatever that reason is fine. And one headline, did not read the article, but the headline says, patience, this is going to rally and make money. Well, you know what? I'm in the trade. I got money on the line. Prove it. So so that's the battle plan. The battle plan is, if it gets stopped out, move on, go on to another trade. If you're a scan trader like my daughter, you just say, okay, fine. And if it pops up again on your screen, all the better, no problem. Our anticipation, of course, is that we're going to be coming down here and coming back up, cross our 1605 in the positive side, then get to EP stop right there. And then when it gets past 1960, like this, these are now, I drew these in, my rectangle, I drew these in as a warning to remind me what my objective is in this trade. And that is to get here so I can get 1605, and they get up here somewhere in this zone to put in 1960. And then if it crosses the third ratio, if it crosses the fourth and fifth ratio, go to 3-to-1 and then let it sit out, because this is a DT with an expiration, and this is an expiration of, let me see, December. This is a December trade. So that's what we'll be looking for. We're looking for this for a December trade. That will be the plan for TRY. So panic time? Absolutely not. Not at all. Just a little place. And you know, the bears got stopped here, and the bulls came in, and then the bulls got stopped here, and the bears came in. That's all. It's a little bit thing right there. You can let me zoom in a little closer so you can see that. So. Yeah, so we are still in a very good possibilities of support here. That said, there isn't much more we can do. Just go on. Let's go on and do an open scanner. Anything else in TLR? I think that pretty much covers it. For those who are interested, we're only interested in this, you are excused to go. And for those who want to say what happened to the other forward testing one, VST was one of our forward testers. and it would have got stopped out. It would have got stopped with an EPS right there. The EPS entry price stop. An entry price stop would have been stopped here at 1884 because here it cleared the gantry right there. Cleared the gantry, came back, did not have enough fuel to get going, and got stopped out. The loss would be somewhere between 5 or 2. We saw 4.4 on an exit a week ago, and maybe as much as 15 or 18% could happen. The other one that was in play was Merck. That was the one that came up on the open scanner last week, and we were tracking it, and that would have got stopped out for a full ratio. This is disappointing, but it happens. And look, did we not go to EP stop? Why? Because the price did not clear that gantry, and then therefore got stopped out. Boom, done. Now there are pro traders who say that once price has cleared the gantry, doesn't matter about that wick, they would have gone right here and then they got stopped out right there. Problem with that is you get a lot, psychologically, you'll get a lot of exits. And if you can't handle a lot of exits, even though they're small, but because of the swarming number, it panics some people, and the end result is it's not good on the psychology and on the psyche. So that's what happened with Merck there. We had DENN came up on the scanner the other day. Right there, DENN Energy. Let's see how that's doing. The order would have not triggered. Good forward testing. Order would not have triggered. Look, it got into a doji coming on down, and it would not have triggered. And the EMA is coming down. So again, EMA Stochastics would have discounted this trade and would have canceled it, and it would have been gone. And now you would have been waiting for the scanner. Talking about scanners, let's go on to the scanners. So let's go ahead and do our open market scanner. See right here, our open scanner uptrend. We did it earlier, and we came up with these three: SDOW, FVIR, and DEN. That's what you saw earlier. So let's go to those and show you what I did there. Again, this is how you do forward testing. You run your scanner, get some entries, put in the entries, generally drop it in, and then you just write it up, put it on a list to watch it, and go check it later. So that's what DEN is going to be doing. And VIR, coming here on VIR is right there. And same thing. Now, notice I went to the top of the body, not the top of the wick. Why? It's very wide. I don't like to have very wide. And the reason why is because I want to be able to get to that first ratio and the third ratio as ASAP. And I'll go ahead and do that as opposed to taking a chance that I'll go higher up here, and then this will be way up here. And remember, once we get past the third ratio, then we're waiting on a DTE, waiting for the stop. Going on now to our last one, which came up on top, and this guy. And nice, good, nice, barely no wick at all. Nice low here, so you see that's how. And this is how you would do your forward testing. So we now have SOD, VIR, and DEN on the list along. Well, this VSS and Mark are gone. They did not. You saw earlier they stopped out, and now we're going to be watching these guys. So I'm going over here on my list as off screen and writing them in, and then we'll review these guys in a few days and see how they did. And with that said, we're going to conclude today's report on TLRY, and I thank you very much for stopping by and checking it out.